I need a package.json file. I'm gonna run npm init -y. You can see I got a package.json file. Let's install the packages that we want for this task. npm I express and core. We need express.js. It is the framework. This course means we need that in the future for policy handling. I will show you how to use it in late videos. So now let's create the app. Now I'm gonna install a new dependency. It is for only development project. We don't need that in the production. Name is node-man. This allows us to use hot preloading in the backend server. Alright, let's go to the package.json file. Here I'm gonna add a script called start node-man index.js. I haven't created a file yet. Let's create that one. Alright, now let's import the express. Let's create the app. Const app equal express. Yeah, let's add a port 9000. You can see in the React the app runs by default in local of 3000. In here we have to specify which port we should run. So here I specified port 9000. app.listen. Let's pass the port here. Alright. So what I did is now I start the app in port 9000. If the task is succeeded, then only this function will execute. Let's run the app. npm start. Alright, the app is now running on port 9000, but it doesn't do anything. We just assign the port to this app. Now let's show something in that port. Alright, I'm gonna create app.get, which means we are getting data from this route. I'm gonna create the structure first, then I will explain you. Alright, here you can see I have added a string. Here we pass the route. Okay, I'm gonna add users. If the frontend needs users data, it only have to do is request data from this route. We will have to send that back. I'm gonna send users data. Let's create an object here, id 1 name Chiran. Okay, so now I can access these data from this route. Let me show you. I'm gonna use under client extension for this. You have to click this button and get a new route. Then type http localhost 9000/users. Make sure you select the get here. By default it's get, so you don't have to worry. Alright, I added the route wrong way. Now you can see when I pass this route, it returns this data. Okay, I'm gonna add the array here on top called users and add these things. I'm gonna pass users here. Okay, so this is the get route. So what should we do when we want to add some data to this array? So in that case we have to use post route. Now you can see these routes are same, right? But it isn't a problem because the method is different. Okay, now I have to pass the name, username. In here I have to create the ID. Const new user ID equal. Let's randomly generate that one. I have imported random bytes from crypto library. I'm gonna add random bytes. Let's add 4 to string. hexadecimal. Alright, I'm gonna create new user. Here id equal new user id, name equal. Alright, now you can see we have request and response, right? So in the request it has body has the data that we want. Okay, body is an object with the data that we pass. So in that object I will get name. I have new users, so I'm gonna pass users. I'm gonna add that new one to the users array. Then I'm gonna send a response, new user. Okay, let's try that one. So here I already have the route. Now we have to change the method. Now we have to pass the object. This is the object that we access in this code, request.body. This is the object that we get there. Okay, so in that body we have name. You can see in there I access the name. Alright, let's try this one. I got an error. Okay, I want to show you why I got this error. The reason is we didn't allow our backend application to use JSON files. To allow that, we have to do app.use express.json. Okay, so let's do that thing again. You can see now it's added. So how you can check it? You can change the method to get and send. Now you can see we have two objects in the array. Now this one has our data. You see? So this is how you allow our backend application to use JSON. In here we don't use this request, so I'm gonna add underscore before that word. Now what should we do if I wanna update the current value? Before doing that, I'm gonna change this to a string. Okay. Now the task is we have to update the current values in our array. Okay. App.put. So here we have to select one user, right? We cannot update everything at once, right? So to select something, you have to add a parameter like this. Okay. Let me add the structure first. Alright, you can see this parameter. So here const user id equal request dot params dot id. You see the VS Code automatically identify the id keyword because this is the same name. So if you use auth id or something like that here, you get auth id. You see? So make sure you add the same name that you add in the parameter. So otherwise this functionality won't work. Now I get the user ID. Then I'm gonna find the user. Const user users dot find u dot id equal user id. In that user dot name equal to request dot body dot name. Okay. Then I'm gonna res dot send user. Alright. Now it should work. Let's try. Now we cannot use this route because we have to pass the ID. I'm gonna change the first one. Then I'm gonna add put method here. Then I'm gonna change Kiran updated. Let's see whether it works or not. You can see now the updated one is here. I'm gonna send get request to users again. Make sure you remove the parameter here like I did. Here you only get that object. So I hope you remember last time I got two objects Right now I only have one. The reason is when I change this file and save it, this array get resetted to this initial value. Because this is not a persistent database, I don't want to show a complex video with mongoose and mongodb servers. So just understand these express functionalities, because I will teach you more in next videos. So yeah, that's why I only have one object here. Now I'm gonna add a delete feature. App.delete. First I'm gonna add the route. I'm gonna add user/id. It is the same route like this, but you already know that it doesn't affect because the method is different. Okay, I'm gonna get request response. Here I'm gonna get the request user id like this, and I'm gonna set users.filter, and I'm gonna get user id not equal to u.id. Okay, rest of send user id deleted, was deleted. Okay, all right, now let's test that. Here, before I'm gonna add the new one, because I don't wanna remove the already existing data. Name Chiran, I'm gonna post it. Done. Now let's check whether it is added or not. It is added. Now let's copy this id. Now let's go to the delete one. Then I have to add the id here, the route, this one. I don't have to pass any data here, because here we only access request.params, we don't access request.body. So we don't have to pass the body object here. Now I'm gonna delete this. Let's see whether it works. User, this one was deleted. Let's go to the get function, get method, and change the route here. Alright, it wasn't deleted. Let's see what happened. Users.filter. Alright, I did a mistake here. Users equal users.filter. This functionality is not mutating this original array, it just works here. We have to mutate that original array like this. Okay, now let's do the same thing just like before. Now I get the message. Let's send the get and remove this param. Now you can see the last item was deleted. Alright, that's all for today. In the next video I will teach you how to organize this code, because when app becomes bigger, you cannot add everything into one file, right? So you have multiple files. Also I will add a video how to make this with TypeScript. So make sure you like and subscribe, and have a nice day.